I'm Keta, the founder of Ourside. We create award-winning scents for self-care and connection. Imagine this. It's your first day at a new school. As you step foot in the classroom, you can immediately sense you don't belong. As a child of an immigrant growing up in an all-white neighborhood, I felt this all too frequently. Escaping into scents and stories like my mom's memory of night-blooming jasmine and the smell of her bay leaf and cloves became my refuge. But even though I love scent, perfumes were never my thing. They gave me headaches and upheld ideals I couldn't embrace. That's why we're here, to disrupt the $57 billion fragrance industry. Big Fragrance says that we should want to smell like celebrities, that we should accept toxic ingredients and headaches as par for the course, and that we shouldn't care about the environment. But that's why among the competition, there's opportunity. People are buying niche and indie fragrance brands like mine, which is leading to a 49% year-over-year growth. 65% of fragrance wearers want non-toxic options, and 78% of Americans want to lead a sustainable lifestyle. What if we could be what we never had? Ourside ushers in a new reality. We reignite your spirit through scents that are inspired by daydreams. Our consciously made perfumes are cruelty-free, and they use high-quality ingredients like naturals and safe synthetics so that they're long-lasting. We make them in small batches right in the Bronx, New York. They're bottled in recyclable glass and wrapped in FSC-certified recyclable packaging. We're building Ourside for outsiders. From surveys, calls, interviews, and in-person events, we've learned that our community uses fragrance to redefine themselves beyond typical beauty standards, and that we all see ourselves as outsiders no matter how well we seem to fit the mold. Our message resonates. We participated in 2 prestigious accelerators, Techstars and the Ulta Muse Beauty Accelerator, and launched this January less than a year ago. We have been featured in over 60 press features. We sold out our direct-to-consumer stock in a month. We launched at the nation's leading clean beauty retailer, Credo Beauty, and we've won accolades like Cosmopolitan's Holy Grail Award for Best New Fragrance. Our product has an 80% contribution margin, and this year we're on track to exceed $100K in sales. But we're just hitting the tip of the iceberg. While fragrance is a giant category, our addressable market is $13 billion. So if we could reach just 1% of that, we see a $130 million opportunity ahead of us. We have a big vision to change how we experience everyday scents, starting with perfumes and expanding into candles, diffusers, and more, building through our community. With my experience and learnings from Harvard Business School and my time at Kraft and Carnival Cruise Line, we're well equipped. We have wonderful mentors on board who have amazing experiences, amazing investors, and a tiny but mighty team who's dedicated to make it happen. We're gearing up for a seed round. The funds will allow us to build our inventory, team, and customer acquisition efforts so that we can say yes to exciting opportunities in our retail and hotel distribution pipeline, and we can continue to grow our e-commerce sales. I'm Keta, and I invite you to join us this time on Ourside.
Wow.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for your pitch.
Thank you.
Now, champion, what are your thoughts?
Keta, first of all, congratulations on starting your business. You've had so much success. As a founder myself, I know how hard it is to get up and start a business, so congratulations. What I will say is I just want to see you think even larger than you're thinking. The indie fragrance industry has been growing astronomically, specifically from the prestige area. So I want to see you think even bigger and bigger. You've got so much runway to do really amazing things. The other feedback I want to give you is think about who your core customer is and why she or he is going to pick your product. I think it's becoming, as the industry itself grows, it's becoming quite fragmented. And so really zeroing in on what your exact unique differentiation is critical. But I love the pitch. Congratulations.
Thank you. I am trying to think about, how to think big. To your point, I think perfume is where we start, but the opportunity is massive. And to your point about zeroing in, that's a lot of what we've been doing through the customer surveys and calls and interviews, is learning why does somebody pick us off a Credo shelf versus the other clean alternatives that are out there. We know that people are searching for fragrances with depth, for fragrances that are long lasting and that are complex and beautiful. But to your point, I think the psychographic piece is just as important as the demographic piece, which we know a little bit about, but the why somebody would want to purchase is what we're really getting to narrow down on.
Absolutely. Wow, thank you. Any more feedback?
Amazing job, Keta. Great presentation, beautiful packaging. I love it. Very comprehensive. So one of the things I wanted to ask, you mentioned your background, and for me, business acumen is huge. Tell us more about how your background and things that you've done with craft and Carnival Cruise plays into your current success and how you foresee it going in the future.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so basically I am somebody who I studied random things and then went to work for these big giants. And what I learned from my time at Kraft is that although the grocery shelves are different than, a shelf at Ulta Beauty or Sephora, there are a lot of learnings that you can apply. It's not just about getting on the shelf, it's what you're going to do to stay there. And that involves how you're thinking about spending your trade dollars, what you're doing to drive customers in the door, and then repeat purchase. So I think that's a lot of my learnings from Kraft. And at Carnival Cruise Line, I actually had an interesting time there because I completely re-envisioned our wedding business. So while it was a giant company, what I did was a lot of entrepreneurship. So I re-envisioned the packages, the pricing. I worked with our call center team to create a sales team. I worked with our vendors. And so for me, it was this opportunity to have this mini business almost within a larger one that really put customer satisfaction at the heart of everything we did, making sure that we maintained our margins so that we could have a healthy and profitable business. So those are the learnings that I'm excited to put towards Ourside as we build and grow.
Awesome. Thank you, Keith.
To vote, visit Razorfy.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there is a $5 minimum for your vote to count.